Chick-fil-A for the first time, like last week.
Wait, for the first time?
I think people who don't have hobbies is kind of ridiculous. You know how easy it is to find a hobby?
No, yeah, it's not
Pick up
hard.
a can of beer. You like that? Pick up a bottle
Drinking.
of wine. You like that? Liquor, anything. You just found a new hobby.
Drinking.
There are people. No, you don't even have to drink. Like, get drunk.
You like
There are
like beer, and then it's like, how do I make drinking more interesting?
No.
Pull out your car keys.
So last night I worked Graves,
Right.
and last night there was like 5 trucks the whole night scheduled, which is like nothing. Usually there's like up to 20 trucks. We have like 8 or 9 people, and each person does like 3 or 4 trucks a night. And so we got sent home like right as we showed up. They're just like, go home. There's nothing here for you. So me and my coworker and buddy Braden, we went back, picked up some beers, and my favorite's Budweiser personally.
Right.
And so I woke up. I had to wait for his parents to leave because they didn't know I was there, and they don't. One of them has a big grudge against me because I left a beer can in the trash, invisible sight, while they were gone. Kind of. It's basically I had to wait for them and sneak out the back, wait for them to leave. And on my walk home, because I didn't drive, he picked me up. I was walking back, and I had a Budweiser in my bag, and I just enjoyed it on the walk back. It was wonderful. And I didn't get drunk. I didn't get tipsy. Nothing. And like, it's just like brandy or bourbon enthusiasts or whiskey guys. Like, you don't have to drink a lot or even ever get drunk to enjoy the flavors of alcohol, which I think is really interesting. But like, that's right there. Like, you're not a big drinking person. You've never been drunk in your life. You've just never been interested in that. You can still pick up a bottle of like Jack Daniels, which is really cheap whiskey. Or bourbon, is it? I don't know. I'm not old enough to know. But you can pick that up, enjoy the flavor of it, and start a collection and start doing tastings.
And now you've got a hobby.
That's a hobby right there. Shoes, hobby. You can make a hobby out of just about anything. And honestly, making hobbies out of just about like really niche stuff is where big businesses come from.
Right, exactly. Like even on like YouTube, like I'm like one of the few people that makes ultra kill content that's like high level and like in depth. And my videos, I can just upload an ultra kill video and it'll always get like at least 10K views.
Yeah, that's
and it's like
really impressive.
Yeah. It's not, and like with this, like we've kind of done some research specifically into ChatGPT, and it's allowed us to get more views on TikTok than like starting out TikTok accounts where it's like you'll get like 10 views. It's like we got 800 views,
the
900
first
views.
like official TikTok we got like we're close to 1,000 views.
And it's like that's not huge numbers, but it's pretty good. And it's like if we continue the kind of refine our formula, we'll probably be able to
but
get.
like it's like a new account.
Yeah,
like
and it's a brand new account. Yeah, we'll be able to get like 20K on average eventually if we just keep
crazy.
at it.
It is
But
pretty crazy.
like, especially when it comes to like, I think girls that like don't have hobbies are really unattractive in my opinion. But that's probably just me.
That's so embarrassing.
What, to not have hobbies, or you think it's unattractive?
No, to just not have a hobby. Like, it's embarrassing.
I
like,
know girls that like they go to school and then they go home and they just sit on their phones on TikTok all
They
day.
watch Netflix.
And they watch Netflix, and that's their entire like personality. And I'm like,
I know.
You live a life of misery and sadness.
They go home, watch Netflix, and most of them smoke weed.
Most of them
They just go, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but like,
but it's like they don't do anything else. Like they don't do anything productive with their time.
literally, and it's like, then they complain about why boys don't like them and stuff.
Yeah, men have a little more. I think
so
good men
uninteresting.
will have a little more depth to them, right? And so they want more from people as well.
I'd
you
say
know?
something about like relating good, like saying the same thing for the female side, but honestly, I don't know enough women. Like even some of the strongest women that I know, like most interesting women I know of my age, are like borderline basic. It's like basic necessities. Like, oh wow, you have a job, you have a license. Oh, that's attractive.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're 18. I know my buddy. My buddy just barely got his license. He's like, he turned 18 just a little bit ago. He's been living he goes out like every night. He's been living past 3 years. 3 years because, well, when he was, we'll just say 2 years because you get your license at 16. He's been living the last 2 years mooching off other people for rides. And he going to parties, getting drunk and all this. He's going everywhere and doing everything. And he's
When
worried.
he doesn't have the independence to like do it himself, basically.
Well, like, I don't understand. Because, like, last night, I didn't have my car, and I had to wait for his parents to leave for me to leave, which, if I had my car, I could have just left during the night. Like, I don't understand how you can just have absolutely such little worth in life to not have your license till 18. Like, you can't just go home and get stuff done. Like, you have such little to do in your life that you can just not worry about times to get home. Like, you just worry about what other people's schedule. You just live off other people's schedules. That's all you do. And I don't understand how you can do that.
Yeah.
For 2 years.
It's not. I know, like, I recently got my license. I think I got mine about 17, right?
Yeah.
17, 16. No, I think I got it at 16, actually. Yeah, I got it at 16. But, like...
You don't go out every night and get drunk at parties.
I don't
and
even,
stuff.
like, use it that much, and I still think it's important to have it, right?
Literally.
Because it just gives me a lot more freedom when I need to.
Still doesn't have a job. He doesn't.
Unfortunate. Like,
he gets paid like $200-$300 a month.
I've been taught. My dad what he calls this kind of phenomenon. He calls it like he says that 25 is the new 19, right?
Literally.
Where like typically back then when you were 19, you would have all this shit figured out by now. But now on average, you see a lot more people. They are they're getting their shit together a lot later in life. Like,
dude,
25.
honestly.
A lot of people are still living with their parents. And, like, I do know when it comes to specifically living with your parents, like, that's more of a cultural thing. Like, in South Korea, for example, which is equivalent in terms of technological advancements and stuff and overall, like...
Yeah, because we helped them out a lot with that.
Yeah. But... because of like in South Korea, typically you're gonna live with your parents for most of your life.
Yeah,
and not for until like at least you get married. You should even consider like moving out type thing.
Yeah, well,
but like in the United States, it's like you should be moving out and getting your own. Getting your own place is seen as a sign of maturity, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of people. I think it's a good thing to do overall. Like kind of, I don't plan on moving out super soon, right? Especially because as a religious individual, right, my schedule's a little different. But I definitely think like moving out when you're moving out is a sign of maturity and stuff, and that it's that final step of like independence that makes you an adult.
You going on your mission?
Yes, I plan on it. As soon as school's out, I'm gonna kind of study up, right, and then I'm gonna put in my papers and see.
Oh, that's gonna be weird.
What do you mean?
Like you going on your mission?
How is that?
Not that the idea of it's weird.
Yeah,
it's just weird when someone leaves for 2 years.
Right, and then they come back and it's like,
especially
hey
when
guys.
we've grown up with you.
Yeah.
Literally our whole life. Pretty much.
It's I'm nervous about it, right? Because it's like going to potentially a whole new country is
right as the world's going to shit too.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
It's gonna be rough, but
you'll be looked up.
I'll be fine.
You'll be looked after by God.
God comes in clutch, exactly. Yeah.
It's not like he's not coming. That dude's definitely coming. That's how the world's looking right now. He's got to be coming.
Yeah, dude's coming pretty soon.
He's like, y'all are kind of messing up here.
We've had world wars and stuff, but this is a whole different type of world tragedy, I guess you could say. Just 'cause technology.
Technology has changed the landscape.
I just watched
crazy.
I just watched a 20-minute video on submarines, right? Mm-hmm. They have up to 24 nuclear missiles that carry up to 12 warheads.
12?
And one warhead is like 3 times bigger than the ones dropped on Hiroshima.
Oh, dude.
One warhead.
dude.
And there's up to 12 in a missile, and there's 24 missiles. And there's like, the U.S. has like 12 or 13 of those submarines active.
I
That's
know
just the
Russia was like
US.
parking them like around the coast and stuff.
Yeah, Russia's got probably up to like between 10 and 12. China's probably got between 10 and 12. North Korea probably has 2 or 3. Iran has a couple. Like, there are so many nuclear warheads in this. It's like, it's weird. Arms races are weird, dude.
Yeah. It's scary because it's like,
You can't avoid it.
yeah, that's, and you kind of see the same thing in just any sort of competitive field in general. People have to constantly one up each other, right? You're seeing that with like AI. Like AI is getting slowly better. Like the amount of misinformation that can be spread through like those. Like I know they're also really funny with like the Joe Biden and Trump being like gamer bros and stuff.
That shit was so funny, but
It's
it got
like
old
it's
fast.
funny, but it's also like scary to think about. Like, wow, this is pretty. It sounds pretty real, and the only way to like, I know old people would fall for that shit. Like, old people are probably falling for that shit left and right.
I
Hey, look,
fell
bunch of
for it at
clowns.
one point.
Yeah, I did. I did too.
I don't remember. Have you seen the Elon Musk ones though?
Yeah,
Those are so funny.
I fell for one that was like it was a AI drawing of Donald Trump getting arrested, or like,
Yeah,
but it was
I
like
saw
it was the
those.
cops chasing him down. It was like a ton of police, and I'm like, whoa, holy shit! And then I found out it was fake. I'm like, I believed that for a period of time.
Some kid just posted that on his Snap story with like the goat emoji on it,
Uh-huh.
of him in prison, and he legitimately reposted it to his entire following, thinking it was real.
Damn.
Some hick dude.
That's
I was like,
funny.
dog, you know that's not real. He's
It's like,
no, what do
yeah.
you mean it's real? I'm like,
It's used. It's
Nope.
going to be used to spread misinformation. I saw a YouTube ad, and it was somebody using Joe Rogan's voice to shill a product.
did you hear the? Oh wait, continue.
But yeah, like somebody was shilling a product that, and Joe Rogan has never used this or talked about this on his podcast in his life. But but Joe Rogan's voice on the AI was talking about like, you need to buy this product, and it's actually really cool. And it sounded like an episode of Joe Rogan, but it wasn't. It wasn't him. You could slightly tell it was AI.
Yeah,
And I'm like, yeah,
this dude made a song with AI.
uh-huh.
He made a song with beats and lyrics similar to what Kanye would produce, right?
Uh-huh.
And he made it sound like Kanye, and it sounded almost exactly like Kanye.
Yeah, yeah. I was
It's-
just showing you earlier.
But
the,
it was
the
just
Drake.
his vocals.
the-
It was just his vocals edited by AI
yeah.
to sound like Kanye.
Oh, yeah. He was like him himself, like the guy
Yeah.
who produced it, was speaking over it.
Yeah, he was,
But then it just
it edited
layered over it, so you can get tonality and stuff as well.
Yeah, it's
and it doesn't sound
scary,
robotic.
dude.
Yeah. I just showed you earlier before we started recording. It was Drake performing that
Yeah.
Ice Spice song, the one that's like the boys are liar, and it was Drake, and I'm like, it sounded pretty good. It sounded goofy because Drake wouldn't have
Yeah.
been talking in that tone, right?
But imagine 2 years from
But-
now.
Oh
Quantum
yeah, shit's gonna
computers
get
too,
crazy.
dude.
Oh yeah, quantum computing. We're getting closer and closer to quantum computing,
But like,
and
it's not even the quantum computing part that's scary. It's the
it's the fact that every computer, all computers today that are encrypted via normal encryption methods, the security gone, doesn't matter,
yeah,
because it's like quantum computing can just undo the encryption like that.
Yeah,
And so now luckily we've already come up with quantum computing encryption.
kind
That's
of.
already a thing, kind of. We've
We're
come up with
working on
methods,
it.
yeah. And
It's
so
in everyone's interest.
yeah, we already have the backup, but it's like, I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder if everyone's computers are just going to be moot. Like, okay, you got to get rid of your computer. It's now a security risk. Whole entire company infrastructures are just going to be gone like that. And they're going to have to undo all the shit they did, all the work they did, and put hundreds of thousands of dollars into making, and buying quantum computers so their business can continue to run. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is wild.
I'm like, and I'm assuming probably what will happen is when quantum computing is discovered or is cracked, they won't release it to the general public for a really long time, right?
Probably not.
Just so we don't have to undo our infrastructure like that so fast. Probably
Yeah,
just be
but-
given like Google first, and then it'll trickle down type thing.
Just
I'd
wait
imagine.
till some nefarious
Hacking
one of
group.
them gets used for nefarious means.
Yeah. Like poor old people that will still be running like old ass computers.
It's kind of like nuclear technology almost, but a lot more widespread.
Mm.
It's like you once you crack it, everyone else starts getting into it, and then you gotta change all your warfare and everything.
Yeah,
for that.
it changes the landscape. Yeah, and it's like I don't know what else quantum computing means for technology besides encryption. Honestly, I'm not really aware of what else it would change other than just everything's fast now. But I know I guarantee there's a lot that would. Oh shit. The combo begins. I hate that, dude. The rocket launcher guy can combo you when you're knocked down. It's gay, but
Jaden Graves is online.
Whoa.
Jaden Graves is online. I bet there's at least 3 videos on our show where it's just popped up, and it's just Jaden Graves is online.
I didn't even know he still owned a PS4.
Bro's like still gaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Recently,
he
I've seen
plays
him
Apex with
play-
Adams.
yeah.
Adam?
Yeah. Him and Adam play Minecraft.
When did Adam get a?
I don't know. He
Adam
recently
got
decided to buy
a
one.
PS4 recently.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I don't ever talk to him.
I'm gonna try and
How long
record
has
an
it
episode
been
with him
since
this
you've
Saturday.
talked to him?
Me? Well, I mean, I chat with him here and there, but I haven't hung out with Adam since.
I don't think anybody has.
Yeah, he's kind of been like gatekept by his girlfriend, so it's super hard to get in contact with him. Oh my gosh, I'm dead.
Honestly, I could grub right now.
You hungry?
Dude, last night we had some Mo Bettas.
Is that the chicken place?
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
had, it was like baked chicken or something. It was cold. It had been left out for like
Damn.
2 hours. But we ate some of it, and we almost ate the whole box of it. It was so good.
Oh, really? Jesus.
It was so good. It like fell apart in your mouth, juicy, and it was cold.
But it was still like juicy.
But it was still juicy and delicious.
I haven't had Mo Betas in so
I haven't.
long.
Yeah, I remember my ex-girlfriend took me to Mo Betta. She was like, "Dude, this place is so good," and I tried it. I'm like, or no, it wasn't Mo Betta's. It was Cane's.
Oh, Raising Cane's is pretty good.
She was like, "Bro, you got to try this," and I'm like, I tried it, and I'm like, okay, it's pretty good, but the price point. For what you get, I don't know
Yeah.
why, but like the good chicken places are always so freaking expensive. Like Chick-fil-A is so expensive. Like, why does homophobia have to be so damn expensive? I don't understand.
Dude, I had Chick-fil-A for the first time, like, last week.
Wait, for the first time?
Yeah. First time ever having Chick-fil-A.
Did you like it?
I mean, it was fine. I'm going to be honest, I only took a bite out of the sandwich, and I only ate one of the fries and then gave it to my mom.
Really?
Like, personally, if I could eat Chick-fil-A every day, I would.
I mean,
probably one of my favorite
was,
fast food places.
It was all right.
Like, if it wasn't for the fact that they're super damn expensive, I'd eat there really frequently.
I told the dude, I asked for a menu, because I'm like, I've never been here before. You got a menu?
Mhm.
He's like, what? You've never been here before?
You've never been to Chick-fil-A?
Dude was baffled.